What's up, YouTube? Mono-Red Bikes. I'm in the office today because it's been cold, rainy, and kind of below the weather, and I'm still getting over my cough and stuff. So I'm trying to take it easy. I planned to ride today because it was a little nice, but I decided to chill a little bit because it's been a couple days I've been still coughing. So what we're going to talk about today is what have I won in my racing days? It's been quite a few things, and I gave away some things. One race, I won a helmet. And I had a helmet already, and a racer I know had his helmet stolen. So he couldn't do the race. I gave him the helmet because he needed it to join the race, the next race. So there's where one helmet won. And what else I've won? I've won numerous of these. My wife has this on her bike. This used to be on the bike of mine. I had a black one I gave away. I have a red one on my red Trek. And I have two hard plastic does on two of my downhill bikes. And this here, what I'm about to show you, I won a long time ago. And I kept it just because it is that, probably to me, rear, is a Tioga fender. This is the rear, this is the front. Hard plastic, so it lasts. And I won that at a race. What I wanted to win was the saddle. The saddle was black and had the white stripe. So I tried to bargain at the race. I'll give you my fender for the saddle. Kid wasn't having it. So I got that. What else I won is my first GoPro. My first race, I won this. And that's what started me on the GoPros. GoPro 1 OG took two AAA batteries. At the time, it did mediocre videos, which a lot of them are not on the website because they were on a SIM card that I lost somewhere. And this is the OG GoPro I won. And here's another thing I won. My Intense tires. Don't know if you can see that. It says Intense. As you can see, they got dust on them. I've been storing these away in a rafter. They're 2.50s. And I used them in one race. And I'm used to the Michelin front tire. So I stuck that back on my Hopi bike. And then I left it here, and then I got a Maxxis Minion on the rear. I keep these for backup still because I've used them one race. There's no cracks in them. This is the rear. I got some branding right here from the threads because I do believe I used them more than I think. This is the front. It's pretty much like brand new. It got dirt from the last time I used them. I have used them on my bike. But that's what I won. OG GoPro, the fenders. And like I said, I got a red one on my Trek Y bike, the graphite one, the carbon one on my wife's bike. I gave away a black polycarbonated one. Let me show you this. If you're not familiar with how fenders are made, this is hard plastic and this is polycarbonated. Means it's flexible. It's like a 2-liter bottle. But I have the mounts for this, and I have the mounts for these downstairs. All that is a bracket with a rubber bushing. You tighten the bolt and it goes down. This was on my Trek bike, and I took it off to put a red one because I want a red one, but I broke the red one. Here's why. I come down this cliff and I hit a tree and it went up on my wheel and it ripped the fender. It ripped right here. So that's why I left I kept them 2 black ones and put them on my orange bike and one on my Hopi because this is adorable. My friend said I should put this on my white Intense because it'll match because it's black and white. Maybe I'll do that. Sorry I keep looking away because I don't like all this stuff in front of me. But that's what I want. There's been a helmet that you don't see. There's been probably more tires that I used and I shredded them. I want a pair of gloves. I don't have them anymore because they're used and abused. Like gloves, I want 2 pair of gloves, a lot of fenders. But what got me first off was this GoPro right here. It was the beginning of everything for me. It opened my eyes to action cameras, of what they were when they started. After this, I got my first Contour. This is my first Contour. I had this and then I got this. This was my first Contour. And then this came about and to me it blew this one away because this was more it seemed like it did better video than this. But I used to have my GoPro up here in the Contour or like that. I don't have videos to any of them. I looked everywhere for the SD cards that were in here and I can't find them. What I think is when I had my Alienware and it died on me, I took the SD cards out and put them somewhere and I can't find them. There is 2 races on both of these and I can't find them. So, poof, they're gone. It is what it is. But I still have my GoPros, I still got the fenders, I still got the wheels. And I don't know about if you race. I've raced and won a lot of decals. So I do have a lot of decals that I ran. I think they're all on the orange bike because I stickered that up crazy at one time. And everybody asked me where I got my orange bike, when I ride it. I got that off a friend. Me and him used to downhill race together or just go riding downhill, and his dad used to race. So that family was big into racing and he gave it to me. Way back then he gave it to me and I just kept using it and upkeeping it. So you might say I won that too just by knowing somebody. But that's everything I won so far. Oh, but I did win this off of Biker 1B1. I won it and my wife uses it. That's his sticker. But I did win that. That's the only thing I won off of YouTube. And that's what I won. Most of the stuff that I have in this room I earned. My buddy who races still, he wins these POC helmets. And he gives me the helmets. So I got 3 POC helmets from him. A blue one, a blue and white one, a black and white one, and a white and black one. I asked him for a black and white one and a white and black one. I said, if you got an extra one, I'll take it. He said, here's the black one. I won that in a race. Brand new. I said, you want any money? He said, no. He gave it to me. And then he gave me the other one, and then he got the blue one as a token or something, and he didn't like it. So I said, hey, what are you doing with the blue helmet? He said, it's yours. I don't like the color. So he gave it to me. Everything I won or given to me is right there. the helmets, my tires, my fenders, and that helmet from Biker One. Thank you again, Robert. But that's it. That's my little video on what I won so far in my life. There was more, but it's all gone. It's given away. Thank you for watching. Send it. Ride it out.